What I want to share with you tonight is something that may change and save your life, save your finances, put you in a better position in life. In the game of basketball, there's the 24-second clock. The whole purpose of that is to keep the game going fast. A fast-paced game is more entertaining to the crowd. And so it's basically saying that within 24 seconds of you getting the ball, you have to take a shot. And again, it's structured that way to entertain the crowd, to obviously promote the game, make money, etc. In life, you have to have the opposite mindset when it comes to big purchases, such as cars and houses. You have to have a 24-hour wait, a 24-hour wait clock. Because emotional buying, uninformed in buying, will put you behind the eight ball 5, 10, or 30 years and totally reposition your life to live like 70% of Americans, paycheck to paycheck, to be unhappy and uninspired. And before you know it, the euphoria of making the big purchase has now become an anchor, a weight to all the freedom that you have worked so hard to get if you have downsized your life or if you have hopes to downsize your life because you want to own more of your life. Minimalism is saying, look, even if I have to work, if I can't retire early, I want to control more of my time, more of my money, more of my decisions. One of my viewers, AJ, left a comment today. He said he woke up in his late 20s and he realized most people are not happy. Most people are not taking care of themselves well. And he goes, I may not have all the answers, but I decided to take control of my life rather than just letting society or others just go in the flow. You can't just go in the flow. However, the simple life is a discipline, okay? And you're fighting your emotions. You're fighting advertisement. You're fighting wants and needs. I went on a car lot today, and I went to look at the Toyota 4RAV Hybrid. Beautiful car. Those who follow my channel know my journey. I sold my house 3 years ago, started living out of my car, traveled up and down the East Coast, relocated to Florida, and now I've been thinking about what can make my life more improved to maybe increase some comfort and maybe even put down some roots, maybe even buy a house. So I went today to the car dealership. The car dealership is based off you being emotional. Statistics say that if someone leaves the car lot, they're 75% likely not to buy the car. So the salespeople are trained not to let you leave the car lot without making a decision. Because once you leave, the chances of you coming back and buying are very much decreased. So they're playing a game. We're all playing the game of life. And look, we all have a shot clock as far as life expectancy. We're all going to die. You're not going to take your money with you. So, even though I do like to be the Scrooge McDuck mindset, of swimming around in gold and being cheap, I also recognize that money is what it is. It's not to be worshipped. However, you want your freedom, okay? Because I know plenty of people that are lazy, nasty, and they're not working for their freedom, and they want to destroy your life. They want to control your life. I know a lot of manipulators who have money, and they'll give you some money, but you're going to owe them a lot. Maybe a blowjob, or maybe just be an emotional toy from them. And what I can tell you guys is build your life so that other people can't control you. So you can live a free life, a good life. That's what I want for myself. That's what I want for you. So I went to this car lot. I want you guys to pay attention. This will save you. This will help you in life. Big purchases we're talking about. Cars, houses, or anything else with a big dollar sign. Listen now. I went to the car dealership, and the first thing I did was I said, Sam, be honest with yourself before you get out of the car. Good to see you, Luke Giuliano, and my man Cameron on a live chat. The first thing I said, Sam, be honest with yourself. Do you need a car or want a car? And I was honest with myself. I said, I don't need a car. My Jeep Renegade's still running. Almost have it paid off. My purpose for going to a car lot is not because I want something fancy. It's not even because I want something new. Eric, super chat $2. Let's give this live started right. Will someone do the salt and pepper dance? Let's get this party going right. Yeah. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. Love to you, man. You were highlighted on my live clip today that I uploaded about flushing the toilet bowl. Good job, Eric. So I said to myself, Sam, do you want or need a car? Well, I don't want a car, but I don't need a car either, if I'm being honest. The purpose of going to a car dealership to me is not to look around. Even though I took the moment, I did make a video of it. I'll upload tomorrow about the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. The purpose of me going is to see about upgrading a vehicle for the purpose of climate control. That's why I didn't go and just look at any car. I was looking at the hybrids because a hybrid car, which operates off gasoline and a second battery for the electronics, that second battery will run the air conditioning without the engine starting until the batteries go down to low levels, and then it will automatically turn the battery on, recharge the second battery, and then turn the car off. So you can stealth camp without being hooked up, and you have a lot more options as a Nomad. However, look, I have to ask myself, do I want to take on more debt? Do I want to spend more money? Because a reliable car is needed, okay? But once you have a reliable car, you have to be cautious to buy a new one because it's just mainly a want. You need a car to make money to get to a job, whether it's Uber or whether it's the corporate world. However, a car is a depreciating asset, just like an RV. A house tends to be an appreciating asset, but it's a big anchor. So you have to take your time, guys, okay? Because the 24-second clock in basketball is to speed up the game, to make it entertaining. Your life, you want to slow down the game, okay? When you slow down the game, you make better decisions, okay? Your worst decisions in life will be rushed. How do I know? Because I've made them, okay? And I'm sure you'll testify the same thing. Slow down, guys. There's 1 million cars, 1 million RVs, 1 million houses. Never forget it. Today, there was only one RAV4 Hybrid XSE model on the lot. And this other guy was looking at it with me. He ended up buying it. He saw me looking at it. He was getting flustered. I was in no rush. Even though I felt it, I still felt rushed, like I wanted to buy it. I'm not here just looking. I felt it because I'm human. However, I got things in my being now that say, Sam, slow down. Do you need this or want this? Look it over. And even if I really wanted it, more than likely I would still have waited the 24-hour rule. Why? Because things look different after you wait 24 hours. They do. Because you start to think about the payments. You start to think about, what are you getting? How many months out of the year do I really need air conditioning? 4 to 6 months max. And then could you run an extension cord in a campground into the existing car you had? Yeah. Could you maybe buy a raw RV lot, which is an appreciating asset, have very similar payments, and then you actually have a asset that's going up in value? I could do that. Because a new car still doesn't solve the problem of parking. You can still stealth camp, but as a Nomad, one of the things you have to be mindful of is a little bit looking forward. Okay. A little bit. Your future plans. Still relatively young. I got no health issues. But look, when I'm walking and I see people like with a cast on their leg or something, I say, Sam, if you get in a position where you can't drive for a couple months, what's your plan? My plan would be to rent, okay? Whether it's a hotel, Airbnb, or whatever, okay? And I would still probably be cheaper than rushing out and buying a house, okay? So don't rush to do anything, because you can always rent. There's 1 million rentals, guys, okay? Short-term, long-term, whatever, and you'd still keep your flexibility. So I haven't rushed into a home base. I'm not rushing into a house. I'm not rushing into a car. I'm not rushing. The whole purpose of this live feed is to bring home the point: the simple life is a discipline. And the only way you maintain a discipline is if you slow down your life. Because there's emotional eating and emotional buying, which is based on you get this rush and everything goes faster. And it may be entertaining. People love to watch YouTube channels that this person just bought an RV, they just bought a new car, they just bought a new house, because it's entertaining, it's fun to watch. I do too. However, this is your life. You got to make the payments, okay? Because I saw one of the most famous nomads on YouTube. He was almost losing his mind because his credit card had to get like reissued. He didn't have enough money, okay? So guys, I don't care how entertaining it is. You're not here to entertain people. You're here to live your best life, okay? Because if you want entertainment, date a girl with Hello Kitty, date a tall guy with a nice ass, and date anyone that you haven't done a credit check. If you are dating people and you don't know their credit score, your life's going to be a disaster. Okay, that's what I can tell you. Why? Because you rushed into a commitment without understanding the financials. Financials are the number one reason for divorce. Never forget it. Okay, never forget it. What are we talking about? Slow down. Slow down. Okay. So I said, Sam, what are you going to, do you need this? I don't need this. Why do I want this? You have to talk this out with yourself and get specific on what. It's okay to want something, okay? You should enjoy the fruits of your labor. Again, none of us are going to leave, going to be able to go to heaven with money. And there's value in some things. And that's why, so I'm not saying you should never buy anything, but I try to talk it out, which I'm doing now because I may buy a car tomorrow. I may not. When in doubt, default to nothing. Why? Because then you got no payments and there's a million other cars you could still buy. The car was bought by someone else today. And you know what the guy said? And I said, well, he goes, Sam, he goes, what we can do, he looked online on through their inventory of all the different dealerships throughout the country. And he said, Sam, there's another one in a different part of the country. We can order it if you put $1,000 deposit down. We didn't negotiate any deals, but he's just saying like what I could do. And he goes, it'll get delivered in a week. And we can do the deal that way. So he goes, just because it's not in the lot doesn't mean we can't do the deal, which I understand. So I said, okay. I said, I'm going to give it 24 hours and I'll come back later this week if I'm interested. Now, of course, look, they don't want to hear that, but look, your car salesman, nice man or nice woman, they're not going to make the payments. You are, okay? Your parents, they don't have to live with your decisions. You do, okay? So you have to start to really realize in life that even if people are rushing you, you have to slow down, okay? Because you suffer the consequences, good or bad, okay? Period. Okay? But I started talking this out. I said, Sam, what are you going to gain? Air conditioning. That's the main thing I'm looking for as one element of additional comfort. Because look, I live a primitive life. For 3 years, I've lived homeless. I've lived out of this Jeep, which is one of the smallest SUVs. Stealth campgrounds, and extreme weather is one of the biggest negatives as a nomad, okay? You got a car that's not insulated, you got no heating or air conditioning without running your car, and you can't idle that all night. So one thing that I'm looking to improve now that I've kind of accomplished one of my main goals, what was my goal moving into my car? Cut my bills in half and reposition in Florida. I've done that, okay? So now I'm looking to possibly add. What's your reason? You always have to have a reason of why you're doing something. Some structure, okay? And so I'm looking to add a level of climate control because even in the summer, I don't want to go to Montana, okay? Because you can say, like, Sam, you can go up into the mountains. Nothing up there for me, okay? I'm not saying I won't travel out of state. I will. But for me, doesn't mean this has to apply to you. I'm talking out why I would make a purchase or why I wouldn't. You have to do your own exercise. But you see, this takes time. We're only 15 minutes into this live feed. It takes 24 hours. Okay. So for some people that want to travel aimlessly, weather may or may not be a major thing, but it's still going to be something. Okay. Because you're never going to always catch the weather right. And look, being in extreme temperatures affects you. How do I know? Because I've lived in them for the past 3 years. And you're going to be a little bit more vulnerable to getting sick. However, there's something to be said for living in nature. The extreme times are when you worry about the middle of the winter and the middle of the summer. That's when you got to be careful. But I said to myself, Sam, the really reason you look at a new car is for climate control. Now, how much is that worth and how often will you be using it? Because the car I looked at today, the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, was $38,000. Now I would get some money from my trade-in of my vehicle and we negotiate that price down. But even if you only end up coming out of your pocket 20,000, that's, still something you got to think about. Okay. And what does it get you? And how long, for 4 to 6 months out of the year, gets you climate control, but you still have to stealth park or be at a campground. Do I want to keep doing that, or do I want to have a level of stability where I have a home base? Something I have to think about. I'm not ready. I slowed down. And in one sense, it was a blessing that other guy was there. Because when I went back into the car dealership to look at the inventory of what they had online, when they were doing the deals, I saw all the other people buying cars. And to me, it was a scary sight. All the salesmen were telling them, like, congratulations. And I was looking at them like, I felt sorry for them. 70%, 7 out of 10 people you meet every day, whether it's a good neighborhood or bad neighborhood, they live paycheck to paycheck. Never forget that. The vast majority of people that you pass through the majority of the day, doesn't matter if they're dressed nice or dressed like a bum. The vast majority, 7 out of 10, are living paycheck to paycheck. Never forget that. So you have to be odd. You have to wear no underwear. Talk about masturbating in a sock. Why? You may live better. Slow down. Okay. Slow down. Thank you, Brianna. And thank you, Juliana. We're going to get to all live comments, guys. I'm a little fired up. But I want you to think about that. I want you to remember, because you have to play the game a little bit. A car and an RV go down in value. Land or a house tend to go up. However, land and a house are more of a hard asset. You lose a lot of flexibility. So the only time you should even entertain a big purchase such as a land or a house is if you are in the area that you want to spend the majority of the time. And if you haven't found that spot, or if you're just never going to find it, stay flexible. When in doubt, keep as much flexibility as possible, because that's your biggest asset in life. That's what keeps you from getting screwed. Because once you settle down, you got little room to maneuver, and then you get jammed up the butt. Okay, so be careful. But a car, even though you have a lot of flexibility, guys, that's still a hefty a lot of money. And what is it really getting you? And what's it not getting you? It may get you climate control. It's not getting you somewhere necessarily to park. Okay. And how many months out of the year do you really need climate control? Because I like running a fan. I like fresh air, and I can usually get that. Even in Florida, I can get that about 4 months out of the year. Like right now, it's January at night. I just run a fan. It's great. It's great. But I'll end the topic, and we'll go to all live comments, and we'll expand on it. That, again, the 24-second clock in basketball, the purpose of it is to speed up the game to make it more entertaining. My rule of wait 24 hours before making a big purchase is to do the opposite. Slow down your decision-making process, because you will make better decisions, more informed decisions. You'll slow down the emotions. You'll look at more of the math, and you'll talk it out like I just talked out some things. You talk it out your own individual circumstance, but as you talk it out, then you start to say, well, how much am I really gaining? How much am I losing? Every decision is a trade-off. Every decision is a trade-off. You may gain something, but you may lose something. You have to be honest with yourself. What do you want? What's your long-term goal? If you're not clear on that, because I know many people struggle, like you're not clear on what you want long-term, then keep your flexibility and don't make any commitments until you really figure it out. And enjoy each day. Because guys, look, in the midst of you making all these big decisions, every day passes. Did I still get fully submerged in Atlantic Ocean today? Yes. I didn't get to the gym, because I had to manage my time. There's only so much time in a day. I still fully submerged in Atlantic Ocean. I still went for a walk. I still called my mother, and I still tried to enjoy the day as best I can. Why? Because, guys, there's always going to be another decision. You have to learn to allocate your time management, to do some things that you need to and that you want to, and then also enjoy some of the day. Because if you don't, you're always going to go from the next thing to the next thing. And while it may be entertaining for people to watch, they may love it, you may destroy your life. And you may lose your life. So slow down to make the big decisions and also to enjoy the day. That's the message tonight, guys. If you appreciate it, if it changed your life, click that thumbs up button. Share the video, subscribe if you're not. Eric, thank you again for the super chat. Thank you everyone who left a live comment. Ryan B. I'm going to upload the video tomorrow. I'm going to upload the video tomorrow about the RAV4 hybrid. And you guys can leave a comment on it. It's a nice vehicle, man. It's got a lot to offer. However, it's got a big price tag. And, it's something you got to think about. All right. Very thankful for each and every positive person in the live feed tonight. I appreciate you. All right, we're going to go all our top comments. Luke, missed you. Miss you too, brother. You're a positive person. You've always been positive. People show you who they are. People show you who they are pretty much off the gate, okay? So some people, they're going to give you a problem since the day you met them. And some people, you know what? Pretty much positive since the day you met them. People don't change that much. So, look, when in doubt, put your boundaries up, okay? Why? Because, hey, guys, you gotta value yourself, okay? You can't just go selling yourself to everyone who wants your time, your energy, your space. Your energy is more valuable than a hybrid. See, a lot of people don't look at their life like that. We're going to do a live feed tomorrow talking about don't short sell yourself. A lot of people undersell themselves. They give their time, their energy, and their resources to people that should be in a fucking trash can. And what I can tell you is you can try to save someone else, but really what they're going to do is pull you down in the ditch, take a dookie on you, and then guilt trip you. That's what they're going to do. So what do I say? Hey, look, if you want to get up, here's the way up, because I don't want to see you suffer. But guess what? I don't want to suffer with you either. I want us both to go forward. If you want to go forward, let's go. If not, God bless you. Okay, I think that's very fair. I think that's very godly. Okay, I don't think you should cast your pearls to swine. Jesus said, don't waste your damn time on people that ain't shit. I'm paraphrased, but he said, don't throw your pearls to pigs. So guys, what's the difference between that and say, look, don't fuck with that person? Not much. But if I curse, you don't, it's like, it's not godly. Come on, guys. What did King David do? He fucked someone else's wife, then had the army kill him. Okay. What did Paul the Apostle do? He tortured people. What did I do? I just cursed and I said I masturbated in a sock. You tell me what's more godly. Okay. See, a lot of you people not seeing the vision, man. And it's a shame. It's a shame you don't have the Spirit of the Lord really in you. What you have is doctrine. Okay. Dogma. Okay. A dookie mind, not a fiery spirit, and that's a shame. That's a shame. You can take a dookie tomorrow with your pastor that's got a side piece. And God and good people that are in a bad position can help you. They help me. But there's also a season of your life where you guys say, you know what, I got this now, because you can't start to depend on people too much. Because everyone's struggling. 7 out of 10 people you meet struggling financially, and probably more struggling physically, and everyone's struggling mentally. But guys, are you going to jump in the ditch, or are you going to say, look, I'm going forward. You want to get out? Let's go. If not, I'm not playing a game. Okay. Plenty of programs in society to help people, but I've been involved with them. Okay. However, what I can tell you is once you get involved with them, the bottom line answer is, after, you may need help when you're in an emergency, but the bottom line is no one's going to figure your life out like you. They're not. And if you think they are, good luck to where you're going to end up, because I've seen it. You don't want that life. So as best you can, take the help when you're in an emergency, but then wait and make better decisions with your life so you don't have to be in an emergency all the time. Okay. Because what I can tell you is emergency assistance sucks. And if you don't believe me, ask the people who get a blanket and a free bottle of water when there's an emergency and the Red Cross come. Or ask someone that's been in a homeless shelter. Or ask someone that's in subsidized housing. Ask them. Ask someone who has had to borrow money from a family member. Ask them. You can ask me. I can tell you it sucks. Okay. Now, again, when you got no other choice, what do? You take it in the ass. Okay. Not literally, guys. I know some of you guys want that. I'm not mad at you. However, if you can help that, slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Try to make better decisions. Why? This is your life, guys. You're an adult now, okay? You're an adult. This YouTube video is not for kids, okay? Some of you guys may be kids, mentally or emotionally, I don't know. But this ain't for kids, even though some kids should listen to this. It'll help them. Be careful. Now let's continue. Luke, hope you're doing well, my man. You're about to make a purchase soon, maybe. Ready for the video when you do. Hey, I may not make another purchase in 30 years, or I may make one tomorrow. But what did I tell myself today? I'm in no rush. Luke, this weekend has been relaxing. Definitely making time for walking on the beach, so I like that. Luke, if you get a new Prius, now that's not going to happen. When I was at the Toyota dealership today, the reason I would go with the RAV4 Hybrid is because it has the temperature control, and I tested it just like the Prius. It works just like the Prius. I tested it. I waited for about a half hour for it to start the engine while it ran the air conditioning off the hybrid battery. But after that RAV4 sold and there was no more on the lot, I went into the Prius. And if I already had the Prius, I would use it, but it's too low to the ground. And I said to myself, Sam, if you're going to get a new car, you might as well get one that's not that low to the ground. It's got a little bit more room. It doesn't make sense to go to the Prius. However, the Prius is still a great vehicle. Okay. And it still gets better gas mileage. Now, I would still get the Prius if I had a home base or something like that. But if I'm going to live out of, and if I'm going to buy new, I'd probably lean towards the RAV. Only because you got the greater ground clearance, a little bit more room. Let's continue. And then he goes, you will try to access 0% interest financing again. Yes, 0% interest, but it's all baked into the sales price. Okay. So if they give you 0% interest, it's all going to be based into the price. So I have to negotiate the price of the new vehicle, the price that I'm going to get for the trade-in, and then the terms of the financing. And I may not do any of that. Why? Because I may not ever go back to that car dealership again. I'm waiting 24 hours before I even think about going back. Why? Because that's wisdom. Good job. And then he goes, like you did with the Jeep. Yep. I got 3 or 4 more payments on the Jeep. I did a 5-year 0% interest on the loan. Now, if you got good credit and you negotiate a little bit, you can get that. However, when I had bad credit and no negotiation power, I bought a Ford E250. The interest rate was 23%. Okay. It's totally screwed. But guess what, guys? I was in an emergency situation. Okay. And when you're in an emergency, you know what you do? You bend over. Why? Because you got no other choice. So I've been there, guys. Okay. And I've got screwed in life. Okay. And through my own fault. I remember being at the car dealership and saying, look, I did this to myself. I lived above my means at that time. I was spending out of control. I wasn't managing my money, and I was borrowing money from family members. It was a disaster. Okay. I learned my lesson. I don't want to go back there. That's why I'm so slow. That's why I tell you, wait 24 hours, okay? Because all your ungrateful, controlling family members may have some good ones. I got a couple good ones. But look, guys, you know what it is. Once you start dealing with money, family, friends, total disaster, okay? So the only way to avoid all this madness is to slow the hell down. What do you want? What do you need? What are you trading off for the benefit? Okay. It may not be worth it. Okay. Good job. Juliana, hey, Sam. Luke, when you say house, you mean RV lot, or the tiny house? I think I've eliminated the tiny house. Why? Because the manufactured home, it's not a single family home, so it's still a depreciating asset. And the mortgage terms are not as good as the RV lot. You have to get certain insurances, which increases the recurring cost. There's more components for failure, higher risk of being destroyed in storms. And I don't like that level of entanglement. The RV lot, there's still a level of commitment, but I still have a lot more flexibility. I don't have to pay the insane insurance because there's nothing but a raw piece of land. So the mortgage doesn't require insurance. I don't need insurance. It's a lower dollar amount for the purchase. And I don't need much. I don't need really 500 square feet. Now, even if my mom at some point came to live with me, even if I had an RV lot with an RV on it, she could still live there. There's really no need for that tiny home. And it's after talking it out, I think I could change my mind. That's eliminated. When you're struggling with a decision, process of elimination. When you have a word problem as a child in the classroom, the teacher says that if you have answers A, B, C, and D, if you're stuck, if you don't know what to decide, eliminate what answers don't make sense until you've narrowed down the decisions available to you. So if option A, okay, is buying a single family house, option B is buying a manufactured tiny house, option 3 is buying an RV lot, and option 4 is buying a Toyota RAV4 hybrid, I know I can eliminate option A. I don't want a single family house. And I think I've just eliminated option B. I don't want a manufactured tiny house. So now I got 2 more options, okay, which are RV lot or RAV4 hybrid. However, never forget answer E. None of the above, okay? Because when in doubt, don't commit. All right, good job. Luke, thumbs up. Luke. Still love that Prius, my man. Hey, guys, The hybrid's good. After 10 years, the battery cells are going to die. That's something to think about. But most people will never keep their car past 10 years. I've only had my car 4 years. So 10 years will total lifetime. So be careful. Cameron, I appreciate you, brother. Love to you, man. God bless you. Shout out to Kansas. Luke, definitely use that money for your happiness, because in the end, that's all that matters. That's where I'm at. Look, I was like, laser focused to cut all my expenses, to minimize my life and get down to Florida. I've done that, and I've sustained that now for about a year. Okay. So now I have to really look at sustaining long-term in Florida, even if I travel out of Florida in the summer. How do I do that where I live below my means so that if, God forbid, I get laid off tomorrow, I could still get another job in Florida that would pay for any expenses, and I still have flexibility in my life where I could still do my entrepreneur stuff. So that's how I eliminated a single-family home and a manufactured home, and that's how now I'm at RV lot, which would still keep my expenses low and a lot of flexibility. RAV4 hybrid, which pretty much same lifestyle, but with a little bit more comfort. Or I don't get enough out of the RAV4 hybrid. It's not worth the money I'm going to put out just to get climate control. I keep it the same until I have a higher piece of doing something else. So that's how you work through these big purchases, guys. But you only can work through that if you slow down, if you wait 24 hours. Because on that car lot, you're not thinking of any of that stuff. You're like an overweight person at 9 o'clock at night. You're just eating Doritos, watching me on my live feed. And your 2,000 calorie limit blew off the radar. And I know. Why? Because I used to be obese, okay? And so what I can tell you is I understand the out of control emotional eating and emotional buying. And what I could tell you is slow down, go for a walk. Because after you slow down and you go for a walk, you don't want to eat anymore, or you don't want to eat as much. You don't want to buy anymore, or you don't want to buy as much. Slow down, go for a walk, wait 24 hours. Ooh, this is a good one tonight. Yeah, fire emoji. All right, let's take out this break. Eric, damn it, I appreciate you, brother. God bless you. You're coming in hot tonight. Luke. Love it. Bobby Brown said, it's your prerogative. You can do what you want to do. Yeah, and Bobby Brown destroyed Whitney Houston's life and her daughter, okay? If you hang out with trash, you're going to end out with trash. Bobby Brown had a drug problem, okay? Carried that over to Whitney, then carried it over to Whitney's daughter. Whitney Houston died in a bathtub overdosing from prescription drugs, and so did her daughter years later. She's from Newark, New Jersey, and she was an icon. And in New Jersey, she was a great idol. And during the funeral in New Jersey, I remember the pastor said that in life, what we should learn is priorities, okay? And what I can tell you is your first priority is healthy relationships, because Bobby Brown may have some hit songs, but if you're hanging around people that are drug addicts and a bad influence, they're going to destroy your life. And birds of a feather flock together. So what I can tell you is this: masturbate in a sock before you date Bobby Brown, okay? Okay? And that's some real truth, okay? Change your life. Huh. Snow Panther, I did not get the notification this live stream. Well, the fire emoji has notified you now. I love you, brother. Good to see you, Snow Panther. Luke, I just hate on a new car that's depreciating. Same thing with an RV. It's huge next to 2-3 badly. But I like the way you look. Yeah, because you're home also. Yep. You can factor this in as well. That's right, brother. Because when you buy a 2 or 3 year old car, don't forget, it's cheaper for a reason, because it has not only gone down in value, it's worth less because its components are a little bit older. Someone has masturbated in his seat and drove it up and down the East Coast. So now it's cheaper, but you also got cum stains and a little bit more wear and tear. Oop. I think the mobility factor of a hybrid with the convenience of AC, but you are ready to settle down. See, that's the key. And relax on an RV lot. I think so. And feeling attached, that's way on. That's what I struggle with today. Good job, Luke, analyzing that. See, now, if I still didn't find the area that inspired me most and I was just traveling full out Bloor, I would not even consider buying. Even now that I like the area, I'm still cautious on buying because I know in the summer I'll probably going to want to travel out. That's why I eliminated the tiny house. I said it's too entangled. The RV lot still keeps a level of flexibility. And the taxes are low, the insurances is non-existent, it's still decent, and it's going to be under 100,000. And as I get older, if God forbid I got sick, I got somewhere to go that's safe, legal. So it's something to think about. Because I really do, even though the 1,000 Trails, they got their limitations for the price, Look, if you were totally destitute, the 1,000 trails and being a tent camper, that at least gets you to the point where you're not living on the street. Okay? So that's a win. Now you got to travel to the places they're at. But right now, if even though the Florida campgrounds are packed, right now, if I was totally destitute, I would go to Texas, okay? I would tent camp, and I would just, cook in my car, get like a propane cooker, cook rice and beans, try to DoorDash around Texas or whatever, and just, So, guys, there's plenty of ways that you can do the life very cheap if you're in emergency mode. I've been in emergency mode, okay? However, you have to have a plan to try to get out of emergency mode and start to look at your future. However, you're in no rush, okay? You should be in a rush to get out of emergency mode, but not in a rush to commit to anything until you're really stable and ready. Good job. Giuliano, the novelty wears off when the monthly payments set in. Well, you're damn right, Giuliano. I saw the novelty wear off on all the people in the Toyota dealership salesman office after they signed the paper, and the car salesman was like this: congratulations. Guys, I felt like, oh man, I gotta get out of here. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong, because I may end up buying it, but I'm glad that I waited. I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better than if I just had payments right now and I didn't think it out. Good job. Brianna, I'm stuck in between car or station wagon. Part of me says, just in case something happens, I could always live in my station wagon and have its potential shelter, worst case scenario. Well, I lived in a car for 3 years, one of the smallest, so a station wagon is not going to be any different. I would stick with the car you have until you've actually lived this life for several months. If not, I think you're going to regret it. My opinion is, until you're living full-time as a nomad, don't buy any new car, even if it's a station wagon, because a station wagon versus a car is no different. You still have to have somewhere to park. You still may not like this lifestyle. It may not be good for you. So don't buy anything new until you've done this lifestyle for at least several months. That's my opinion. What should you do? Whatever you want. I'm just sharing you my opinion from my experience. And God bless. Yo, man. Definitely want, he goes, yo, man, I definitely feel when I buy new items, I want to relax and think about it. Good. Because like you said, nobody's paying for the payments but you. Damn it, Luke. Good comments, Luke. So have you given up on the Prius? Yes. Process of elimination. How do you make your decisions easier? Eliminate what you have figured out doesn't fit for you. And then there's only a few more options. Then you can focus. What's the difference between a laser and a light? Focus. The only way the Toyota Prius would be back on the market, back in my option pool, is if I get a home base, as far as an RV lot, put a small little travel trailer on there, and just have a Prius for fuel efficiency. However, it's not worth buying a new Prius at this time. Definitely not until I figure all that out. So for me, if I bought the RV lot and I get a travel trailer on there, I'd probably just keep my car for a while. But I don't know, man. I got to take it one step at a time. But the Prius would still be on the table, but it's not as big as an option as it once was. And then he says, you're going to pay for the vehicle in cash or finance? Finance, as long as I can get zero interest. Why? I don't want to touch my savings. Your savings account, if God forbid you lose your job tomorrow, it's not going to matter that you don't have any payments. It's going to matter that how much you have in your savings, okay? Because you can have no debt, but if you have nothing in savings, guys, you got to bend over and take it in the ass. The only reason Ford Auto Motor Company did not need a government bailout during the financial crisis was because they had more cash on their books. We're talking about multi-billion-dollar companies, okay? So you don't have to be like, you can, well, you're doing okay. It doesn't matter if you can pay for cash. Guys, Ford Motor Company was the only one that didn't need government assistance during the bailout. Why? Because they had enough cash in savings. You can never have enough cash in savings, okay? So if you can get zero or little interest loan, keep it in savings. Why? Because that's your biggest thing between you and needing government assistance. Ford Motor Company proved that, okay? And they're a billion-dollar company. None of us are worth billions. So it's only wisdom, in my opinion. However, debt's dangerous. And I'm very cautious. And I do think there's something to be said for debt-free. However, if you got no interest or very low, I think there's something higher to be said for something in a savings account that's always going to be there. That's true. Gilbert. Sammy, my man, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you? I'm in total agreement with you on this subject. Thank you, brother. Of giving it time. Good job. Don't jump into anything emotionally. Good job, brother. We should always add some rationale to it. Gilbert, hand clap emoji to your brother. Juliana, Toyota Corolla Hybrid is 61.9 miles per gallon. Seats are laid completely flat. I'm just sitting in the idea because the RAV4 could be a better option, but a hybrid will definitely be my next vehicle. Good point. And also, don't forget, there's still the Kia Niro out there, which is a lot cheaper than the RAV4 hybrid and still gets you the options. So the RAV4 hybrid and specifically the XSE model, some of that has a little bit of vanity involved because you can get a cheaper, because even the Prius is cheaper than the RAV4 hybrid. However, I'm thinking about all the factors, not just the practicality, also the cosmetic. But you have to look at your individual circumstance and run that through your process because it is all part of the process. Good job. Brianna, I just want to save at least 10K. Good job measuring your goals. What's the difference between someone struggling with their health and someone who is getting in shape? Someone who measures the ingredients and reads the specific number ingredients in the back of food labels. Measure your goals. Even if you fail, at least you know what you're doing. So, Brianna, I like that you're putting a specific number attached. She goes, I just want to save 10K by the end of 2020 and have at least 2 to 3K to have as money for starting up my life to move to Florida one day. Good job. I feel like 2019 was a year of emotional purchases. Well, I like that you took accountability and I like that you put specific numbers to your goals. Good job. Brianna, but honestly, Sam, you give great advice. Thank you. We need more straight to the talk, real people like you in this world. Well, thank you. I appreciate that with all my heart. Again, just remember, guys, I'm only sharing my opinion, my perspective. I don't think that I'm holier than thou. I don't think that I have all the answers. Everyone has their own individual circumstance. However, I'm just speaking passionately. I'm also not going to be guilt-tripped by other people in my life to slow down as far as sometimes people want you to dull your shine and dumb down to their level. Okay. And I think that's the most disrespectful thing you can do to other people. Jay-Z had a quote in one of his songs that said he dumbed himself down to his audience to double his dollars. Okay. So he said that he'd rather speak intelligent like Common. However, to make money, he dumbed down his message to double his dollars. Okay. So what I could tell you is I like Jay-Z's some songs, but that's why I like Nas in the Ether thing. Because I don't want to look, guys, I can have my YouTube channel explode. Pander to the psychopaths. Tell all the old women to get in your car, just have happiness. Okay? And talk soft, nice, like Joel Osteen. Guys, I'd make a killing because I know the game. And if I was treating YouTube like just a business, I know how to do business. Like I do, However, I treat YouTube as both a little bit business, a little bit personal. But if I was just doing it to pander, guys, it's a no-brainer. You never block people. You never get too upset. You just do videos very monotone, and that's it. People just want to be inclusive. On YouTube is a social thing. Most people just want to spend time with you. I watch some psychopaths on YouTube like Total Disaster, but the psychopaths love them because they'll just talk about nothing all day. But that's not me. So I'm not going to change who I am just to make the thing. It's not worth it. So thank you, Brianna. Gilbert. I know a lot of people who have made quick decisions. I've been there too. I failed a lot in life. He goes, I know a lot of people that have made quick decisions that they later regretted, which seemed to cause them to make even more bad decisions trying to correct that quick decision. Great comment, and I've done that myself. So I don't want to act like I haven't made those same decisions. Ryan B. Hey, Sammy. Finally got the estimate. Okay, Ryan B. did live full-time in his Toyota Prius in Utah. He got in a car accident within the past week, totaled his car, moved back in with his parents until he could figure it out. Guys, get you a dash cam, okay? $43 on Amazon. Get you a dash cam so you could document everything. Also, if some psychopath tries to approach you at an all-night gas station, guess what, guys? He's getting recorded, okay? And guess what? That's more evidence that you can show the cops, get them locked up, okay? So what I could tell you is document everything, okay? whether it's a car accident or psychopaths at the all-night gas station or at the campground, okay? Because you got some person on meth at the Thousand Trails campground, okay? They're moonwalking onto your campsite, okay, because they had too many drinks that night. And guys, if you never stay at Thousand Trails, there's a lot of people out there drinking. Okay? I'm not drinking. I'm not mad at them as long as they stay on their campsite. But let's just say they had too much to drink and they mixed it with their prescription drugs. So now, even though they got the handicap sticker on top of their diesel dually pickup, okay, and they're pulling the fifth wheel, okay, and they got a handicap sticker. Now they're backing up to your campsite. They're feeling a little frisky because, like Doug, they're in New Mexico. They got radiation, they got alcohol, they got prescription pills. They're all in the zone, okay? They're on your campsite. You're sitting in your camper watching free Latino porn with all your window shades on, trying to just do you, okay? And you're having a good time. You're living a vida loca because free porn is the gift that keeps giving, okay? And guys, free porn is better than King David killing someone's wife just to fuck her, okay? And King David was considered one of the holiest people in the Bible, okay? However, did I kill anyone's husband or fuck anyone's wife? No. I've masturbated to free porn. So if that upsets you, I want you to take it up with your pastor. He's got to pander to you for 10% of your money. I'm not going to pander to you. So what I could tell you is this, okay? Document everything, whether it's at the Thousand Trails campground, in the boondocks of New Mexico where radiation is free and so is camping, or in South Florida, where once in a while there may be a psychopath at the all-night gas station. So what I could tell you is this, guys. I just broke it down. Let's take out your spit. Ryan B says, hey, Sam. Finally got the estimate back on my car. Only $1,100 underwater, and Gap Insurance will cover that. Good job. I can get a partial refund for the extended warranty, and then on my way to new vehicle. Excellent comment, Ryan. One is I'm glad you're okay again. So what do you plan to do? Are you going to get another Toyota Prius? Are you going to get something else? Or are you still going to be a nomad? Share with us. I'm curious. Higgy. Norman, I saw Astro van with 260K mile on it. Would I buy it or let it go? Anything with 260,000 miles on it is basically like going to a junkyard and basically buying junk. So what I could tell you is, in my opinion, I would not buy it unless you were totally destitute and that's all you can afford and all that's available. But you're just asking for trouble. So in my opinion, don't do it. Again, I don't know your individual circumstance and all the parameters around your life. But if you're asking me my opinion, like when you call up Dave Ramsey and you know he's going to curse you out for being poor, don't like come to Inspirational Nomads Channel and say, Sam, do you think I should buy a car that's got 260,000 miles on it? I'm usually going to tell you, I don't think so. However, I also don't want to be a hypocrite. Like if you got no other choice and that's what you want to do, it's your money. So I don't want to sit here and tell you how to spend your money. Just like I don't want people to tell me, Sam, don't masturbate. Go fuck yourself. Okay. So I want you to do you. My opinion is I wouldn't buy that. Gilbert. Like Brand Nubian said, slow down, slow down. Yeah, I remember that song. That was my jam. Good job, Gilbert. Snow Panther. DoorDash sometimes give you less time to think about whether or not you want to accept the order. Snow Panther, that's why I did a video. Look on my YouTube channel playlist called DoorDash. I did a video saying never accept double orders. Why? It's the ultimate emotional high that will leave you at the second restaurant waiting for the second delivery. Both customers will be mad at you. You'll be speeding. You'll get in an accident and it will totally destroy your life. One delivery at a time, guys. One delivery at a time. Good job. Tom, how's your day? Pretty positive. How's yours? You got a new avatar? What's the avatar say? Is that an engine? Ryan B. Hard not having the Prius during the weekend when I'm off work. Damn, that was a nice car. Hey guys, I tell you, look, even people sometimes ask me and say, Sam, what happens if you get in a car accident? Well, guys, what happens when you have an apartment or house and you get in a car accident? Same thing. You got to get a rental car. You got to go through the insurance. You got to get a new car because you still have to go to work or you still have to do something. You're not going to just live in an apartment or house and not have a car unless you're in a city. So, guys, the same scenario plays out whether you have a house or you don't. You're going to have to, get a car rental. You're going to have to wait for the insurance to clear, and then you're going to have to get a new vehicle. Same process as if you had a house. Juliana, it's 100 on sale when you don't buy it. Yeah, good job. I like that. Selling John. Damn it. Selling John, right now, I'm looking at a guy who's got a boat. He just came out of the water. He's got a pickup truck and a small fishing boat. They're all over the place, okay? In the parking lot. He just got out of the water, brother. We're in South Florida, okay? You remember Atlantic City? When you were freezing your ass off in the frozen tundra of the frozen Atlantic up north? Total disaster. The only thing good about New Jersey is the bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, guys. And is that enough to make me move back up there? Hell no. Why? Because I was obese. Okay? So what I can tell you is let's stay positive. Sound John. Hello, Sam. So true. When in doubt, back out. Good job. Sailing out the ocean today, Florida. What do you think of the Tesla? Overpriced and not worth it. I think electrical cars eventually are going to be the fad, but still not worth the upfront of money unless you're just going to consider it a luxury item. And there's nothing wrong with that because you work to enjoy the fruits of your labor. However, as a practical thing, whether Nomad or not, I still think the cost ratio is not worth it, and it's going to be a little bit more trouble to service. If you total it, the repair shops that can work on a Tesla are less. You're going to have to be stationed around charge stations, so you're not going to be fully free. It's not a definite no, but being that you have to be around charge stations, your maintenance is going to be a little bit more entangled. Parts are going to be not readily available. It's not there yet. However, it's getting closer. Inspirational Nomad, help me with your advice. Should I buy Astro van, 270K mile on it, let it out? Help me know. In my opinion, I would say no. You're an adult. You have to decide and then own your decision, right or wrong. I've had a couple psychopaths that started living in their car. They did 2 days in a public park, got kicked out by the park ranger, and then blamed me. So I tell you, in my opinion, I would not buy that van. Whatever you decide, you have to be an adult and accept. You should know if you are on SSI for mental problems, I don't think you should be living full-time independently on the road. Not because I think you're less than anyone else, but because I don't think you're going to live a good life, whether it's in an Astro van or a Tesla, okay? Because obviously there's an issue, okay? And it doesn't mean anyone's better or not than you. But what I can tell you as someone who's lived on the road, you have to have a level of mental capacity and physical capacity to live on the road because you have to make a lot of decisions throughout the course of the day. You can't just sit in a park. And that's what happened. There was someone who had mental problems. They were on disability. They decided that, I can go live on my own and live in my car, follow Inspirational Nomad. They went in a public park for 2 days straight. They didn't move. The park ranger kicked them out. They left a comment on my page. I blocked them. And I said, whoa. Slow down. Because I don't know what channel you've been watching. I've never preached, follow me blindly and not think for yourself. Okay? So, in my opinion, don't buy the car. However, what should you do? Whatever you want. You're an adult. You got to make adult decisions. When I decided to live in my car, my father didn't like it. I cut him off. What did I do? I cut off a $250,000 or $300,000 inheritance. Okay. So every decision you make, just like I make, has consequences. Okay. So you have to decide. Do you want to buy some hoopty with 270,000 miles on it? I wouldn't. However, your money, your life, you face the consequences. If I buy a Toyota RAV4 tomorrow or a Tesla, my views may go up, but I got to make the payments. Okay. So guys, we all have to suffer or get rewarded through our own decisions because only us face the consequences. I could have sat with my mom and ate fried chicken with her until I died. However, I just say, whoa. I got to get my health together. Okay. I got to start measuring the ingredients of my food. So guys, at some point you got to say, look, even if it's your parents, I got to own my life. Okay. Now that's harsh. I know it is. And it's hurtful. I know it is. I've been through it. I'm sharing my real life. This ain't fucking entertainment. However, this is my real life and this is how I move forward. Some people like it. Some people don't. It is what it is. Lala. My uncle, Walt Rosman, doing better this week. Good. Off chemo. Second 1 pill, feeling better when next time go back. God help us. Amen. Jesus, pray for my Uncle Rosman. We're praying for everyone. The grace of God be with you and your family. God bless you. Ryan B. I put refundable $500 deposit on Blizzard Pearl. The RAV4 XSE. That's a good mile. 4 to 6 weeks deliveries. Well, Ryan, I only got one follow-up question. Did you get the panoramic sunroof? That's my only other question because that's a big question. Lila, hey Nomad, when bought Jeep New Jersey? I bought my Jeep in New Jersey 4 or 5 years ago off a car dealership in Plainfield, New Jersey. And what I could tell you is this. I'm glad I did. That was my first step to downsizing. My first step to downsizing was not selling my house or selling all my stuff. It was downgrading my car and not leasing, because I had a lease, financing so I could put a lot of miles on it and travel. Negotiating the interest rate because I wasn't rushed to get out of my lease. That was like the first point in my life where I was starting to get a little bit ahead. And I said, I'm going to the car dealership, but I'm only going to walk off the dealership if I get the terms I want. Now, when you go to a car dealership and you have to take whatever they give you, like I had to do when I got that Ford E250 van, you're going to leave with a 22% interest rate. That's what I did. And did it suck? Oh, yeah. But I had no other choice. So that's what it is. Love to you, Zach. Juliana, it scares me walking into the Toyota dealership. It should. Good. A little bit of fear is helpful because of the on the salesperson's face, guys. Those salespeople, and they're just doing their job, but they're like sharks. And their job is to sell. Your job is to self-control. The salespeople's job is to sell, and Doug knows he's a salesman. He's selling beat-up RVs to old people in Arizona. But don't be mad at him. He's working for his living, okay? However, you got to have self-control, guys, because Doug's not going to pay your RV. He's not going to pay your RV loan for 20 years. Doug's going to be retired in about 5 years singing karaoke in New Mexico. You're going to be paying for 20 years. Guys, be careful. Slow down. Higgy, inspirational nomad. Would you give me your opinion on this? Let's stay positive. Right. Also, good point if you have a loan on a car with full coverage and gap insurance, and it gets totaled, the insurance company will pay market value of your car. Gap will cover the rest. Good comment, Ryan B. Ryan B. Meanwhile, you didn't deplete your savings. Ryan B., you're a smart guy. Appreciate you. Tony, Sammy, glad I made it. How are you? Tony, good to see you, man. Shout out to Maryland. Shout out to everyone that's got a saxophone, brother. I love you. Doing the best we can. Lila, a.k.a. Zach. Doug, I love you on my heart. Never forget it. We're going to read your comments, man. Shout out to you and Pam. Look, Doug says don't get an RV. Now, if I get a home base, I'm making an RV. However, Doug's got a lot of wisdom. I hope you guys listen to him. We're going to get to his comments. Zach, my friend James Golden, I don't talk to him 10 years. Dookie, dookie, dookie. Alien devil. Finger emoji. Flush that toilet. Damn it, Zach. Good job. And screw him and James. Hey, amen says the choir. Good job, Zach. Doug, good evening, everyone. We love you, brother. I love you all my heart. I'll never forget Doug. Why? Because in the beginning of my channel, there's been several times where I thought about deactivating it, and I still do it time to time. And Doug's comments were very encouraging, okay? So what I could tell you is, Doug, I'll never forget you. And he goes, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. He's a positive guy. Right? Moonwalking onto your campsite. Yep, total disaster. Doug, Sammy, are you drinking Mountain Dew again? Nope. I'm drinking Trenta ice water. I drink 2 Diet Cokes per day. And Trenta ice water and coffee. That's it, with no sugar, Manny. I'm sorry. All jacked up. No, this is just energy. This is what happens when you don't sedate yourself with beers. Alcohol is a downer, okay? Why do you have a beer gut and low energy? Because you're drinking alcohol, okay? When you drink no alcohol, you got energy. When you work out, you get energy. When you walk, you get energy. It's like a regenerating brake system on the Prius. However, when you drink alcohol, you got unhealthy relationships, you don't walk, you binge watch YouTube all day, you got the energy of a snail. Someone put the snail emoji. I got the damn energy of a rabbit, put a rabbit emoji, okay? And so what I could tell you is this. Drink water, 1 Diet Coke per day, walk by the beach, fully submerge in the Atlantic Ocean, masturbate to free Latino porn, upload 1 video per day, and you too can be a rabbit emoji. It's like the energy bunny. It keeps going and going and going. Good job. Good job, Eric. I don't know those emojis. Manny, I picked Florida because I like palm trees. Hey, that's a good enough reason for me. Just make sure you come to South Florida, okay? Because the palm trees in Ocala, Florida look different than the palm trees in Boca Raton. Never forget it. Lila, hey Nomad, do you remember the song Journey Believe? I don't know if I remember that song, but I like Journey. They had a couple good songs. They had a song on the soundtrack of a movie called The Final Quest. If anybody remembers that movie called The Final Quest, what song did Journey have on that? It was very, very good. Tony, thank you. Getting all worked up in here tonight. I don't want to scream too loud. I'm in a public parking lot. Loyalty means everything. What's up, man? Good to see you. Gilbert, at Tony. What's going on? Long time no see. Gilbert at Doug, fine here. Doug at Gilbert, excellent. I thought I would catch Sammy live before heading out on vacation. I'm not mad at that, Doug. You work hard, brother. You deserve it. Doug, Sammy, I am not in sales, okay? I am an insurance estimator. All of the wrecked units come into me, and the stories I could tell you. My advice, live in your car, SUV, van, do not get an RV. Guys, I think you'd all be wise to at least listen to Doug. I may still get an RV. Maybe you should. However, listen to Doug. There's wisdom in a number of counselors, and I think Doug's got some good experience that we should all listen to. Good job, Doug. Doug. Sam, is there anything you need your audience to pray for you this week? Anything, let me know. Yes, pray for wisdom in all our decisions. Pray for the grace of God. Pray for good health for everyone. And pray that we enjoy each day and don't worry our life away. I really want you to focus on pray that people don't worry their life away. Because I know this, in the Bible, there was a whole chapter dedicated to worry. And the bottom line it said was worry cannot add a single moment to your life. So, Doug, I don't want you to worry when you go on vacation. I want you to masturbate into a sock or make passionate love to Pam. And I want you to do the moonwalk in the middle of the cruise ship that's packed with a bunch of overweight people coughing on each other. I want you to live your best life. And I want you to pray that everyone out there lives their best life. I love you, Doug. Light up. I saw Tesla car park itself, side street. I'm not mad at that. Ryan B. I picked the highest package available. JBL sound system. Ryan B, I can't wait for you to get in. Good job. Sam, when you get an RV, what type size will you get? Great question. Doug, Tom, I love you, brother. You're a positive man. I love you. I have decided not to decide on that yet. I've kind of eliminated the tiny house / manufactured house at this point. So the next decision is, do I get the RV lot or do I get the RAV4 hybrid? If I make the decision to get the RV lot, then I'll start to focus on the RV type. Because what's the difference between a laser and a light focus? And you can't have focused energy when you're concentrating on a variety of things. So I have to do things one thing at a time. However, to your point, you have to have some vision for the next step. So if I got the RV lot, I thought about that. I said, well, if I get a travel trailer, which would make sense because it's the cheapest RV, there's no mechanical parts really. So there's less maintenance. However, my Jeep Renegade can't tow much. So I'd have to just get it towed to the lot and then towed off the lot during hurricane season or when there's a storm. So I did think about, well, should I get like a used Class B for cheap? But there's not too many who are cheap that are worth it. I don't know. It would probably be a travel trailer under 20 feet that I would probably just get towed on the lot. Just for entertainment purposes, if I buy the RV lot, I would more than likely buy a cheap new travel trailer for under $15,000, under 20 feet, and just have it towed there and towed off the lot when there's a storm. And then when I go visit my mom, though, I would be back to car living when I travel up to New Jersey. And I don't know if I like that yet. Like, I'm trying to think, if I get an RV lot, is there any type of travel trailer that I could tow with the Jeep that I can have comfort when I go to New Jersey? I could, but it'd be a small little one. It's like, well, what's the sense of having an RV lot? And then if my mom comes to live with me in Florida, we both couldn't live in a small little travel trailer. So I got to think that out more. That's a great question. Eric Snail, you're sharp on those emojis. Thank you, brother. Tony, Sam, crack those windows, man. You're saving me tonight, man, because I'm on fire. Fire emoji, Eric. Ryan B. That's my dash cam that turns on and off when I hit the button to my car. It's not cheap SUV, but as far as I'm concerned, I own my life, and I'm getting what I want. I'm not mad at you. I attempted looking at the classified for cheap cars. What's a disaster? I hear you. I'm not mad at you. As long as it's below your means, and the bottom line is, even if it isn't, it's your life. So, again, I just encourage people to look at the finances. Always try to be below your means. Try to wait 24 hours. But at the end of the day, do what you do. I'm not mad at that. Tony, the Journey song called was Don't Stop Believing. Good job. Last episode of Sopranos. Okay. Thank you, Tony. Zach, thanks, Nomad. Yeah, good job, Zach. Brianna, went from 242 pounds to 215. Good job. Still have a lot more weight to lose. That's all right, one step at a time. But I feel so much better. Praise the Lord. Hand pump emoji. Water does wonders. It's like liquid gold. Yes. And what really does wonders is eating out less, reading the food ingredients, and making healthier choices, and eating a little bit less. Water helps, but there's a lot of other components. But the bottom line is good job. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. Your health is your number one priority. Good thing I got a dash cam. Here comes Psychopath. Yeah, you guys want this nomad life? Someone's over there running track and field, screaming out loud. Just that nomad life, guys. Good thing I got the rear view camera. It's a disaster. Let's continue. Brianna I read that. I'm sorry. Brianna, good job. Very proud of you. Tony, good job, Brianna. Small steps make the journey. Good job. Don't stop believing. Eric, yo, Sam, heading out to work. Make that money. Stay positive. I love you, man. Remy, the cost to tow a camper, RV, or big rig typically ranges from 4 to 7 miles per mile. Ryan, you're a smart guy, man. For example, an 80-mile tow of an RV will cost between $450 to $600. Ryan B, man, you're on top of it, man. I appreciate you. Doug, Sam, Monday through Thursday, we will be in Truth of Consequences, New Mexico. Damn, that don't sound like tropical paradise. That sounds like, And he goes, why? I don't know. Tell me, man, because I'm getting a little scared. They have mineral baths. I'm not mentioning. And our hotel has rooms for their own baths. This is the relaxing weekend with fam. Well, Doug, you already know I love you all my heart, man. And now, do I want to go bathing in the middle of the desert in a mineral bath? It's not on my top priority list, I'll tell you that much. Because I'm fully submerged in the Atlantic Ocean, masturbating to Latino MILFs. However, I'm not saying a mineral bath is a bad thing. Okay, I love you, Doug. I'm happy for you, man. I want you to enjoy yourself. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives something to do, but it gets you nowhere. All worry is the sibling of anxiety. And what I can tell you is go for a walk and burn off some of that unused energy. Doug, palm tree. Good night, Sammy. Doug, cactus. Because he lives in New Mexico. And mineral bath emoji to you. Eric, put the bathtub emoji for our brother Doug going on vacation in the middle of the desert in a mineral bath. Well, I'm not mad at that. Jack, hey, Nomad, moonshine it legal? If you have a license, Florida, a panhandle. I don't like the panhandle. I love you. Tom, rent a truck from U-Haul. This is a good comment. I thought about that. That's a good point, though. I forgot about that. Or Home Depot to move your trailer. Tom, hand clapped emoji. Good comment. That's a good comment, Tom. Gilbert, hit that thumbs up, people. Yeah, right, B. Yeah, bathtub. All right, guys, we nailed it tonight. Hit that thumbs up button. Share the video. Eric, thank you again. Juliana, how do you like your coffee? A tall pike with soy milk on the side, no sugar. And she goes, that's how I like it. Plant-based milk, yeah, soy milk. I know almond milk is a little bit healthier, but soy milk tastes a little better from Starbucks. I enjoy my barista made almond patina every day. I'm not mad at that. I've decreased animal protein to once a day. More energy, better digestion. Juliano, I'm not mad at that. Plant-based diet, get you right. Gilbert, Sammy, hydrate. I'm getting excited. Charles, RAV4 Hybrid is a great choice if you stay in your car. Good point. A Sienna will tow 3,000 pounds, though, okay? And your great choice of a new 20-foot trailer may only weigh that much. That's a good point. Just another day in paradise. Well, thank you for that comment, Charles. Sound John, it's been the best year of my life. That's what I like to hear. See, guys, I don't like to hear people doing bad in life. I like to hear people doing good. And now, Sound John, he goes, best year of his life in Florida. This year, even better. Yes. Forward. Damn it, Sailing John. 100 emoji to you. Living good. What's up, bro? Hope you're doing good. Same to you, man. Zach, you'll be live tomorrow, God willing. YouTube Nomad stuff. I love you, Lila. God bless you, Zach. Juliana, looking forward to your RAV4 video. It's going to come tomorrow morning. I love you, Juliana. Living good. Did you eat that delicious fried chicken from Publix recently? I've never had it. I'm a little bit scared of that fried chicken. I think if I eat one piece, I'll go up to 350 pounds again. I haven't eaten fried chicken in about 2-3 years. So I overeat a little bit now, but it's healthy stuff. So I rather that because I feel better. If I eat a piece of fried chicken, for me, it's just like opening up Pandora's box. Just better not to go on the car dealership sometimes. You know what I mean? But when I go in there, it looks great. God bless you, living good. Ryan B. Agreed. Happiness is contagious. Praise the Lord. That's why I got to keep good people around you. Because just like happiness is contagious, negativity is contagious. And what I can tell you to do is don't try to save someone who is looking to hurt you, not help you. I mean, look, you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, guys. I'm not going to overcomplicate that, but just live your best life. There's a lot of opportunities out there to help people the right way, and there's a lot of programs out there to help people. You can only do so much. Living good. True respect, bro. Right back to you. Lila, I eat chocolate glazed donuts on the weekends. I'm not mad at you. I got love for you. Donut emoji to you. All right, guys. Peace, love. Stay as positive as possible. See you tomorrow. God willing.